Gorilla stream, gorilla. Have you heard about the gorilla? The quiet. Have you heard about the quiet gorilla? Fuck. Have you heard about the gorilla that escaped the zoo? That's because he's a really quiet gorilla. Have you heard? Hey guys, I'm doing. I was gonna stream later tonight, but then we made last minute plans, and then I was like, oh shit, I already had a stream. But I also want to hang out with people before, you know, we all get busy again. So then I am gonna move the nighttime JSTs out to tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a double stream because I will also be playing the new Zenless update. And then today, I don't really know what I was gonna. I to be quite honest, I was just gonna wing it today. And that's why it is an I don't know stream. But technically, this is like a quote unquote like kind of work stream, but not really work stream right now. Mostly because I am trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to be doing in the next couple days, because my schedule is a little all over the place because I've been dealing with a lot of personal things. I've been doing a lot of if you guys have been wondering why I haven't been streaming, and also, you know, I haven't been I've been on like everyone's POVs, but like I never have my own. It's mostly because I am taking a lot of time to kind of do a lot of like self-reflection stuff right now, and I am talking with a lot of people. I am trying to kind of sit with a lot of thoughts that I have about some stuff. So I kind of have just been like, I'm focusing on this, and I'm trying to spend time with other people, and I will get back to my funny haha mode when I hit that point. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why like I've just been like, I'm okay with guest starring on random streams right now. But I mostly need like some time to kind of process a lot of stuff that's been kind of going on right now that I've been like, oh, this has been really weighing me down a lot, you know? So that's kind of why it's been a little quiet last couple days. I myself have been like, man, I kind of wish I'd been able to stream, but I just have not been able to bring myself to do so. But you know, that's kind of why, like, I think after, I guess we can talk about this a little bit because I've been hanging out with some people. I know Sable briefly mentioned it. But yeah, like me and Sable hang out pretty often. I recently saw a movie with a couple of other guys. We watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That was fun. But you know, like I've been spending a lot of time with company, trying to kind of get my head on straight. You know, I think best way to put it is that I've been having a lot of anxiety, and I've been trying to kind of tame it a little bit more, and I've been able to talk it out with a lot of people, and I've been able to kind of sit with myself, and it's been good. And I am very grateful for all my friends. I'm very grateful for my friends who are there to hear me out and be willing to help me sort out a lot of those thoughts. And more than anything, I'm glad that I can chill out and be normal for the most part. Yeah. So yeah, it is mostly just I'm trying to make sure that I'm okay and funny haha to stream in a way that is good, so that way it will always be funny haha for stream, you know what I'm saying? So it is you know, it's little self-care which I think everyone should do. I think everyone should take the time, no matter how frustrating it can be sometimes, to either you know, take the step back and then either go take care of yourself on your own or take care of yourself and have a good time with your friends, because there's having a good support group and having people around you helps out a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to get my head. I'm trying to what am I trying to say? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to figure my shit out. Get my head in the game. So true. Real and true. Yeah. But it's also like, you know, like what is it? I hung out. I went to. There's everyone's fucking birthdays have been happening. You know, been able to stop by, been able to watch some stuff, been able to play video games. Hey, I'm back at Ascendant 1. That's nice. Yeah. Ironically enough, I played a little bit with Leo. Like we did like one deathmatch before, ironically enough, we did like one deathmatch right before I hopped in stream with Dubstep the other day. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Hopefully sometime like next week or like this weekend, maybe I can probably get another hangout with Leo, and then we'll see. But yeah. It's also because I need a haircut, and I can't go back on. You know, you don't switch up on your hairdresser. Is all I'm saying. You never switch up on a hairdresser. So, part of me is like, I can't go back on Leo's guy. You know, I can't go back on him. So I have to make sure. So yeah, that is where I'm at. Is where I'm at. I also have been weirdly entertaining the idea of a book club, because I am like, I want to read books right now. I kind of want to figure out what to read. I've been meaning to get into another book recently, so I'm like, I need something that I can enjoy a little bit. Never cheat on your barber. No, because they're gonna fuck your shit up. What kind of book you like? Life books. Educational, recreational reading? I think educational more than anything for me, because that's what I kind of care about a lot. Okay, remember the type of person that I am, right? I watch tax videos for fun. So this can only go so many ways for some people, you know? Probably not the most fun or entertaining book club per se. But hey, if you guys want to read about fucking business acumen and leadership books, you know, I think it'd be a pretty good time. Sorry, I'm a freak, and I enjoy you know, self-development. Have you read stock books? I do read a couple, like not specifically stocks per se, but I do read a lot of like financial books. Why are you like this? Because I'm a freak. Because I'm a freak who is constantly struggling to get my life in order at all points in time. Yeah. I think about it this way. I mean, I just watched a video recently. I've been watching a lot of speed videos, ironically enough. Not like I show speed, but like speed, the guys from Donut. They uploaded a video like maybe like the other day, or actually it was like pretty recent, like 34 things to do alone, you know. And I was like, yo, and I watched it, and he was like, you know, I still want to be able to dunk a basketball at like 90. And I was like, you know, that's kind of true when we're talking about like stretching and stuff. And I was like, man, so I've been thinking about like, oh, you know, what do I want to be like when I'm old, you know? What's Donut? They're like a car channel. They're like a car channel or like a big like network. But some of the guys, some of like the hosts on the channel like left and made their own YouTube channel. So were you able to catch any Evo Japan stuff? Saw the Mega Man Battle Network matches over there, crazy as fuck. Dude, I saw the Twitter videos, but I didn't actually like see much about like the matches and stuff like that. I know Punk got second though. So I'm like, ooh. Oh. Yeah. I almost want to say cookbook. Any new food cravings recently? Not really food cravings per se. I think right now I am probably just thinking about I do need to go back on like a diet again for the next couple of weeks. So I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna have cravings like later, but right now I'm pretty okay. Were you able to see the Bleach exhibit last week? No. I'm kind of sad that I missed pretty much all of them or all the dates because a lot of stuff just came up, and every single time that I would want to go, something new would come up, and I was like, dude, I was just so sad. I was so sad because it's like every time that I wanted to go, there was always just something that would kind of get in the way, and I was like, man. So I didn't get to go, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Would you read a book entitled Optimus Die First? Probably. I would read it. If it's interesting, I will. So yeah. Next time, hopefully, yeah, whenever the next thing like rolls around or like whatever event happens to be available, maybe I probably will try to go. Any suggestions on how to healthy on? Healthy on what? Since you're playing the new update, I need to know who's your favorite Zenless characters. Juyuan, Harumasa, Cecilia, Arya, Billy, Lycon. Yeah. I low key, I don't think is it just because I am a straight man who is unfortunately plagued by what is it, what's the word, am I nothing but a man? Because Yeshengguang, Yeshengguang, like the entire story arc that she has in like chapter 6, season 2, chapter 6, I was like, yes. You're a man? Yikes. Unfortunately. I thought you were a wife. Whoa. My wife is a man. But yeah, no, yeah, I for the most part, I think I think I still like Ye Shengguang. Like, she's cute, you know? But would I call her one of my favorite characters? Not really. You know? Like I've been like really battling with myself because I was like, I think I do like the idea of her character, but I'm like, I didn't really feel the impact that I think that other people who do really like Ye Shengguang do, like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, it obviously didn't hit me the way that I think other people who really like the character hit them. But I think she's cute, and I think she is a nice character. So that's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, same goes for Arya. I saw like an Arya Billy comic recently that was really cute. That was like, Arya wants to be like a Starlight Knight, and then Billy pulls up, and like I think that was really cute too. I don't know. I've just been enjoying Zenless again. Like, it's just such a fun fucking it's such a fun game to just play recently. I don't know why, you know? It's just been, I boot it up, I do my dailies, the combat is enjoyable, and I just finished whatever thing that I haven't finished yet. And it's kind of it's just nice as a single player game. I think that's the funny part. It's like I'm just enjoying it for some reason. Your only gacha game? I play Zenless and I play Grand Blue, and that's pretty much it. Someone who only played Genshin from the big gachas, how valid is free to play for Zenless? I think free to play for the most part is pretty viable. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna clear like end game stuff all that well without getting good rolls, but I'm gonna be honest, like you can definitely get through the game, get through the entirety of the game with just base characters, no problem, I think. Like, and even then, what is it? Even then, if you do go through just the main story itself, like you just get to play half the characters in like trial mode anyway. So you don't really need the characters to begin with. Like you only really need characters if you want to do other shit. You know? Uma's getting dust. I played JP, but I played very passively. I played JP Uma Musume, just on occasion. If I'm like laying in bed with my iPad, pretty much, you know. Do you have a main Zenless character you use? Right now it's Harumasa, but that's just because I like hard fucking invested into Harumasa right now. Like I like finished core skill, P6, all discs pretty much there, skills almost maxed out. Like not really best in slot W engine, but yeah. That's your goat right now? He's good, man. He just does damage, and it's easy. Dog is lucky you don't gotta do Mant and Global Uma. Well, no, technically I am playing Global Uma right now, so that's the unfortunate part. Do you have Miyabi? No. I don't. I have like no one. I burned a couple rolls on Seed earlier today just because the banner was gonna end, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'll see if I can get her or not. I lost to 50-50, got Nekomata, and I was like, all right. So I was like, nah, you know, I'm okay. I don't mind. I don't need Seed. You know, it's okay. I have Harumasa. That's fine. I remember when you mentioned you wanted to cosplay Harumasa at one point. At one point, yeah. I still kind of, low-key, I kind of still want to. Not gonna lie. I think I'm kind of feeling it. Also, okay, completely unrelated, but I think it's so funny that everyone's been fucking. I think it's really funny how everyone's just been like, who the fuck is tweeting on his account? Like, because low-key, everyone be like, who is this guy? That's still me, you fuckers. Like, I'm still, this is my account. Yeah, because you've never greeted anyone good morning. I gotcha, because I have at one point. I used to GM post, and I stopped GM posting, and now I've come back to GM posting. So what about it? Ooh. God forbid a guy be a little Mike. God forbid a guy log into twitter.com. It comes and goes. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. To anyone, since when you blush, that's just because I had a good time with friends. I had like just gotten home after hanging out with people, and I was feeling good, and I slept really good after that. So I was happy. So I'm sorry that this is, it's not up to what people expect. That's sweet, but still sus. Fucked up. No, please keep tweeting. All right, just because you said that, I'm logging on to Twitter right now. Dog, I'm more scared of you. I like my untagged tweet. Who are you? For you page. Sorry. If I ever like something that's untagged or anything that just shows up, it's just for you page. That's all I can really say. Girl, you always logged out of Twitter? What do you mean? Yeah, I log in, log out. I log in, check I check what's going on, do whatever, schedule whatever I got to schedule, and then I log out. I can't get the pool noodle horse video out of my head because you retweet. Yo, random videos with breakcore is one of my absolute fucking favorite accounts, is all I'm gonna say. Mobile browser Twitter warrior. Yeah, I only log into Twitter through Safari and then I log out at the end of it. No, actually I don't even log out. I only log in and use private browsing, so that way it logs out the second I close Safari. You don't just leave the tab open? No. I don't leave tabs open. My email inboxes are 0. My Discord notifications are always 0. And if I miss the message and I forgot to reply, I forget to reply, and I just don't. If I don't respond, I don't respond. I am like a 0 type of person. Like a lot of stuff really fucking bothers me. Why do so? Because whenever I see the number, it pisses me off. Anytime there's a number or notification, I'm like, who the fuck said something? But then also, like, what is it? When that happens, right? Then I also get distracted on like, oh, I need to do this, do that. So ironically, well, here's the thing, right? Like that's the other reason why, like, technically I don't have Twitter notifications at all. Like, if you guys like my tweets, I don't see it. I only really know if you guys like it or reply to it if I like go to the tweet itself and like refresh, you know what I mean? So that is the only way I know if anything happens. It is with intentionality that I do check when something is popping off, and if it did, all right, cool. If it didn't, GG, it is what it is. Are you the type to accidentally forget to reply after reading a message right after waking up in the morning? Not after waking up. I'll read the message sometimes and I'll just forget to reply, period. Because I'm just like, oops. But yeah, no, like it's a habit from, what is it? It's a habit from college, because I basically am like, all right, I gotta make sure this is zeroed out no matter what. Are you the type to think you've replied when you haven't, or are you aware? Both. There are some times where I am completely unaware. There are some times where I'm like, oh, I've read this. I will reply to this later. Is your phone background still all black too? My phone is still in grayscale. My phone has always been in grayscale. I think it's really funny anytime anyone asks me, like, why do you use your phone like this? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like it grayscale though. It's easy. Why? Because I don't want to be on my phone. Wait, do you see all the art in grayscale too? No. If I see art, it's usually like I will be on my computer, and if I'm on my computer, then it's what is it? What's the word? If I see art, I'm usually on my computer. So it's like I typically, if I'm on my phone, I really only I'm gonna be honest, my phone, I only ever really like watch YouTube videos sometimes, or check like Discord or Slack, and that's it. You don't spend too much time on your phone? I try not to. But more often than not, I can end up scrolling on an accident for too long, and it kind of bothers me. How about when you take pictures? I turn it off. Like I'll turn color back on, and then I'll turn grayscale back on. Shout out the Apple action button or whatever the fuck. It's convenient, and I can just turn grayscale on and off whenever I need to. What pictures do you take other than food? Like here, I'm gonna check right now. Okay. Burger. Movie theater that says hot dog day. Burger King ad. Konbini chocolate sprinkles and whipped cream sandwich. More burgers. My water bill. More burgers. The jungle pocket figures that Doppio gave to me. Hamazushi. Barbecue beef sandwich and buffalo wings that we got recently. What is this? A Prosekai Ramune drink collab thing. Chikawa milky cookie. Spicy taco tortilla chips. When I went to, I had a meal with my manager like a while back, like maybe like last month, and there was like we went to like this like Indian place, and they had, because they had Sakura lassi, and I was kind of like, this is kind of weird. Cheese naan. Jumbo cola. Noodle. More noodle. My brother. Chicken burger. Butter chicken. Taco. Tempura. More chicken. Mostly just chicken. A photo of myself because I had to submit for like an ID thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Food. Brother, my bill. Food. What appliances you don't have at home? You do laundry outside? Yeah, I still have a washing machine, but that's mostly just because part of me is like, that's big of an investment, and I'm like, I am kind of like, I don't know if I buy a cheap one or if I buy a nice one, and I've been putting it off for a long time still. But I still enjoy going to Coin Laundry because Coin Laundry gives me an excuse to like walk outside. Ironically enough, it forces me to walk, and I kind of like doing that. Yeah. It's good. I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, why not? Why not just buy one? And I'm like, I don't know. In a way, yeah, obviously it could be more convenient, but for me, like, I think I've been realizing, like, I really do enjoy actually just walking outside and having like an errand to do sometimes. So that's kind of why I'm like, it's Albeit it obviously, I will say, like, it would be a lot cheaper for me to to get a laundry machine and just like buy detergent, honestly. But you know, it's, I don't know, it's just convenient. I either pay for convenience, but I also just need to force myself to walk, and I think it's nice to just have the reason to walk, you know. You take picture of yourself after working out, like flexing? No. I had only done that maybe like way back when I was still like tracking like progress, because I needed to like visually see where my physique was. And those I've never shown anyone. Like, that is just for like logging purposes, but I haven't done that in a while, ironically enough. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It seems that people have a lot of questions about how the fuck I function sometimes. So now I'm like, all right, so what do people want? What do people want to know? You know what? We'll do like this is the midstream lightning round. You ask your questions now, I guess. Life Q&A? Yeah, sure. Do you get scared of ghosts since you live alone? No. Can you decorate? No. Have you been to Akihabara? Yes. Why pick of your water bill? Because I track how much it costs me. What is your day in a life routine? Okay. Wake up like 4 to 5 a.m. Go to the gym. Come back around 7 or 8 a.m. Work on any emails or any sort of business related stuff that I have to do until around noon. Noon, I get lunch so typically it's either I do business related stuff or I stream at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to noon is typically when I try to stream on like normal, like quote unquote schedules. Other than that, take noon from noontime to get lunch. The afternoon I kind of spend doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. Whether that be doing something social, whether that be studying, whether that be doing more work stuff, whatever it might be. And then towards the evening, if we have plans, then I'll go out for that. Or I will probably go back to the gym, do another set, or rather another workout, and then come home, shower, go to bed. So that's pretty much what I do. Recently, I've been studying a little bit more. I have an exam soon-ish that I need to do. But we'll see. Will you ever try to be an ADC main on League? I fucking play Ezreal. Like, I am an Ezreal only player in comp or like ranked. I just play League I play mid because I'm just bored. Do you use conditioner? Yes, I use separate conditioner. How many hours of sleep do you get averagely? Damn. 5 hours if I'm on a bad schedule, 8 hours if I'm normal. Do you drink coffee? I drink coffee sometimes. I've recently been wanting to go to this one cafe next to me just to be social, and I've been enjoying doing that recently, actually. So I like going there, getting like their daily cold brew, and then having like a good like maybe like half an hour to just sit there and enjoy it. Here's the weird one. Ever set up a security protocol in case your phone gets stolen? Yes. In the event that my phone does get stolen, I basically have all the backup codes for all my accounts, as well as all my password stuff. I have a separate phone. Ironically, I keep two phones. One is like my personal, like my iPhone that I goes like this is my daily driver, and then I have a separate phone that is basically my extra 2FA method that has pretty much all of my password, and I can access any of my accounts. And then immediately, if I do access that phone, everything else gets frozen. All passwords get changed. Everything, like all 2FA, then goes to that phone, and I then have to go through and like cancel or lock anything else that I have to take care of. What iPhone do you have for personal, and what kind of phone is the extra? So my personal one is so this is actually like the phone that I bought here in Japan like 2 years ago. So this one's a 15 Pro. This was like the first phone that I've bought, one out of pocket, and two after many years, because I basically was not, I had the same phone since like 2019. I think from 2019 up until 24 I just never upgraded my phone. And I think like once I got to Japan and I realized, oh shit, IC cards and like Suica cards are so much more convenient. Oh, you can just have it on your iPhone. Fuck it, might as well. And around that time I was like, you know what, I might as well. And I just haven't I haven't changed it since. Like I really don't see a reason for me to change out this phone other than probably like change the battery. I don't see myself really upgrading a phone for a long time. I've thought about getting a Google Pixel just to have it as like also a backup phone that I can flash a different I was probably just gonna put like graphene on it and then use that as like a separate workhorse phone, like just if I need to do like separate like mobile stuff. Do you like iOS or Android? I mean, I don't mind either. Android is fun. If I want to just sideload shit or just do anything I want with it. iOS is I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like iOS is super streamlined and it's convenient, so I have no qualms with it. I'm gonna graduate in 2 weeks. Can you give me an idea on how to design my cap? No pressure. How have you been? I actually didn't keep in mind, I didn't go to my graduation ceremony. So caps are a little lost on me. I think you should do something that is unequivocally you I don't know if that makes sense. What is something that is really funny to you? Just think about that. Do you do skincare? Yes. But mine's not nearly as like what is it? No, mine's not nearly as like complicated. Speaking of which, did Claude attend his graduation with the toga that was meant for you? He basically took my graduation stuff because my parents ordered it and I just didn't go. So they reused it. Just how sturdy is a UB key? I'm thinking of investing. I have 2 UB keys actually. I have one. So I have one of the UB keys with NFC, and then I have another one that's just straight USB-C. I would say yes, they're pretty good. But it will take a lot of time to kind of get used to carrying around a physical key. Especially if you're not typically like, you know, very proactive about, you know, if you don't typically kind of deal with using the keys that often, or if you're not used to logging in with the keys all the time, it's a matter of convenience, or rather it's a matter of security, but depends on your level of friction and convenience, if that makes sense. Do you eat before hitting the gym? No. Do you use your pop-up water bottle sometimes? Yes. How's marathon training going? I am currently in like a deload phase. I'm currently walking a lot more rather than running, so I'm taking a little bit. Favorite kind of cable dongle? I don't know what that means. Like are we talking like like what format? Like I think USB-C is awesome. What do the regular Friday tweets mean to you? What do you mean? Actually, I think my favorite is also my Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3. Because I used to use a UAD interface with my Mac, and that was a pain in the ass because my interface was an Apollo twin, or it was an Apollo twin. But that was on Thunderbolt 2, so I needed to convert it to Thunderbolt 3. How do you feel about fan works? Thinking emoji. I think any and all fan work is awesome, and I am always appreciative of the fact that people are willing to do any form of creative work that involves me, whether that be drawing or that be editing, or whether that be cosplay or fan fiction or whatever the fuck it is that people choose to do that they're quote unquote like inspired by me, you know. So I'm always going to be honored by that fact, because I think for me, I come from, you know, I guess the best way to explain it is that I was a fucking nobody. You know what I mean? Like my ass was just playing video games and working. So, you know, to go from just being some random ass dude to, oh shit, people like me. I think it's nice, you know. I'm always appreciative of that fact. So I think I am always honored by the fact that it is cool to think that I can have that level of inspiration, so to speak. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think any and all fan work is always appreciated. Even again, like even if you don't see it, even if I don't see it sometimes, like I think it is still something that means a lot to me, regardless, you know. Can you review Wu-Ting 60HE? Is it okay for buying it but didn't play FPS games? I mean, I don't think you need it if you're not gonna play FPS games. To be completely honest, it's not. It's if you just like a different keyboard, you don't need a 60HE. Are you into idol scene over in JP? You know, low key, I kind of want to. If I'm being so honest, I kind of want to get into like a random idol group and just be like, I want to be one of the is it my time to become idol otaku in the crowd and go to like random lives? I think it'd be really funny. I don't know. Okay. What should I call his own burger hot dog toy? Hot dog. Any work philosophy? Your future you will thank you. Have you ever buy a keyboard in Japan? If so, do you change the keycap manually or they change it for you? I don't know actually. Thoughts on 0.45 800 DPI as a sense for Valo? That's pretty high, if I'm being honest. But I mean, whatever works for you. How does JP gym experience compare to your experience back in the US? Here it's a lot quieter. In the US, it's a lot louder. That's pretty much it. In cafe visits, do you just purely people watch, or do you do things like journaling? I like people watch, and I'll like occasionally like jot down notes and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Do you mod your keyboard? Not really. I have the Optimum collab with Wooding for the 60HE, and then I also have my own keyboard. So I use both. But yeah. The only thing I've only really switched switches on this one, but I've been thinking about I personally really like Topper switches too. So I've been thinking about getting an HHKB happy hacking keyboard. So I've been thinking about getting one of those for like work. How many Timati Nuis do you have so far? I have 2. I only have the second outfit and I have the first one, but I've been missing the Easter rabbit one, and I'm missing the most recent one too. Do you have any suggestions on staying active with a fractured ankle? I'm not probably licensed to talk about this one too much, if I'm going to be completely honest. Most I can say is just do your best to not strain it too much, but while still trying to slowly give yourself a little bit of mobility by, you know, try to get movement in the best that you can without it being too strenuous, if that makes sense. Not medical advice. Not medical advice. I am not a professional. That is just purely advice based on experience, by the way. Please, disclaimer. How does one people watch? I'm just curious about how others do it. You just watch people. Like, what do they do? What is like, and not in like a weird, creepy way, you know what I mean? But like, just like, oh, you know, what type of, like, you overhear like what type of drink they got, or, oh, you know, like some of the type of people that come in and go, you know, like how do they dress? How do they kind of carry themselves? What's their body language looking like? I don't know. It's just like that. It's nothing really like, oh, I'm gonna fucking figure out this entire person's life story and shit like that, or like, oh, I'm gonna like stare daggers into someone. You know what I mean? What's your go-to soda? Diet Coke. Do you strictly watch or occasionally spark random conversations? I strictly watch because I think it'd be awkward to jump in on a random conversation unless it is like genuinely something that's interesting, and I feel like I can make like a decent connection with that. If that makes sense. Do you make up scenarios when you people watch? No, that's kind of weird. Any hacks you have to keep motivation for things like school and work? I will always live and die by the idea that any good that comes out of me doing my day-to-day things is simply just a byproduct of doing the right thing every single day. So if I'm doing a good job one day and I keep trying to do a good job every day, then I will always do a good job, right? That's pretty much it. Do you intake creatine? What flavor? Yes, unflavored. I just drink it with water. How to recover from academic burnout? You take time. That's it. I don't think you can really. So here's the thing. You can brute force it, but you know, it kind of just makes it a miserable experience. And it's like a half-half situation, right? Because obviously it's like academically you'd want to be motivated to continue and to succeed and do well, but it really depends on what is your intrinsic, like what is your motivation behind be doing well academically? Is it to get into a better school? Is it to get a degree that gives you a high-paying job? Is it to be at the top of your class? Is it to simply learn and make use of your academics? Is it to gain the skills necessarily to apply it down the line? It really is just a matter of asking yourself and touching base on what exactly it is that is your reason for continuing to do what you do. And ultimately, if what you are doing right now does not reflect what your motivation is to begin with, then you need to figure out what it is that truly means for yourself. Thoughts on fasting? It helps. It kind of just helps you get a better grasp of how much you're eating and when you're eating. What's your favorite subject in school? Boy, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have like a favorite subject in school, if I'm gonna be completely honest. What if you are never motivated? That's a lie. Because you always will be at some point in time. You can say that you're never motivated, but I mean, realistically, you probably do. Like you are probably motivated by something somewhere, right? Same way, like, what is your motivation for watching my stream, right? You're motivated, like, if your motivation is simply just because, oh, I just want to put something on, then that's still a motivation as to why you did the thing. Same thing, like, oh, it's just because I like VTubers. Oh, if you like VTubers, then that's why you did it. Same way, like, you need to ask yourself, like, education in and of itself is, what is your motivation for, like, taking, like doing it, like, going to school? What is the point in doing the things that you do already as is, right? So it's a hard question that you need to ask yourself, but it's in the same sense of, like, you can't be as cynical as it is. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, sure, we'll always say that there's like, oh, but I'm never motivated, but you still care about something, right? You probably have something in your life that you care about, something that makes you want to do things, something that you yourself, like an activity that you do want to do. And sometimes, think about it this way. I mean, this is gonna be a far-fetched, and this is gonna be like very far down the line, right? Like, oh, my motivation is to buy microphones. And the only way for me to buy microphones is to have to pay a lot of money. And to get a lot of money, I need to have a job. In order to get a good job, I need to have a degree that kind of gets me a good job and the skills necessary to do that job. So the only way that I can do that and get a degree is by going to school. And if I get to go to school, then I have to do this, and this, right? And it's like, if there's like some end goal that you kind of want to reach towards, that you need to work towards, right? Then you need to have the means to do so. And in order to do that, you need to just follow through with whatever fucking thing that will get you to that point, right? And that can be motivation in and of itself, right? I need to go to school because I need to get this degree so I can do blah blah blah. And sometimes that's not necessarily like the path that you will have to take, right? Like, some people don't even go to school, and some people can turn out just fine. I will say, keep in mind, like, you don't need to follow the same path that everyone else takes. Sometimes you just need to do your own thing, and sometimes you will find your own way to do the thing that you want to do. But at the same time, I think you just, again, you can say that you're never motivated, but there is something there. There's always going to be something that you want to do. And there's going to be something that you want to achieve. There's something that you eventually want to reach at some point in time. And more than anything, you can say that, you know, the motivation itself can really just be, I just want to be happy. That's it, right? It doesn't need to be anything like, oh, I want to change the world. Oh, I want to be a CEO. Oh, I want to be an executive. No, you can just say, I want to be happy, and that's it. And that's your measure of success. It's pretty much all you need to do. And if you want to be happy, you need to ask yourself, like, what does it mean for me to be happy now? What do I need to do to be happy right now? So that's your fucking I don't know what to really say about that. I guess my motivation is I need to afford my Oshis. I mean, and that in and of itself can be like, that's an end goal for you, and that's something that will help drive you, and I think that's fine. Bow, 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 bow. I'm going to go to Gulag Uni this August, and I really want to get back to org maxing. What? But I lost social skills from trauma. So got any conversation starters? What are you here for? You know, where are you from? What's your major, I guess? It's not that hard. I'm going to be honest. Organizations? Oh. Yeah, no, straight up. You're just like, oh, you know, like, I always like to ask the question, and people will always say this is weird. But I got this from a good friend of mine. But the origin story is always a good conversation starter, or like a way to kind of delve deeper into understanding who a person is, right? Like, what is your origin story? What has built you up to the person that you are today? And what are you comfortable sharing with me right now? Because I want to learn more about you. That's pretty much all it is, right? Like, social skills is something, again, social skills are a muscle that need to be trained time and time and again. You need to be able to, socializing is a very important thing that you need to do, but you need to be actively trying to do so to be good at it. Does that make sense? And that's what I will always say this in the sense of everyone sucks at everything. And everyone sucks at everything when they start doing it or if they haven't done it in a good amount of time. Caffeinated, thank you for the super, by the way. Maybe some feel good news. Experiencing handling the delivery of a baby. What? Delivery of a baby yesterday for the first time as a student nurse. Never thought I'd be able to get this, but I owe it all for you to keep me going for academics. What? Congratulations. But also, what the fuck? How to make friends at gym when everyone is just kind of there to work out. Ask them to help spot you. Ask them about their workout. Ask them of like, you know, what's up? What's the, you know, what's like, how long you been going to the gym for? What are you doing? Like, what's good? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from X area. Oh shit, I know people who are from there. Oh, really? Oh, that's sick. Where are you from? Beep, 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 beep. And it'll just keep going. That's it. Dude, low-key being social helped me bag my new job because the recruiter really liked me from my previous interview. You know, some people just have demon social skills. And some people are just know how to network. And honestly, it works for the best. It works out for most people, ironically enough. Small talk, I think you just got to get good at small talk. You know what I mean? Small talk, I think, is just something that will naturally come to you the more that you do it, ironically enough. My anxiety is more like, what if they hate me because I suck at telling tone and social cues? If they do, or, you know, I think you need to be just think less about what people think of you and just straight up do the thing that you do. And just try to, because you can suck at telling tone and social cues, but more often than not, like, you just try to understand, like, oh, you know, be cognizant of the way that you're presenting yourself. And obviously, I think you need to just look at yourself and think, oh, would I say this to like anybody else? You know what I mean? Would I say this to any, like, to a coworker? No? Okay. That's it. I can start a convo, but how do you carry a convo that once it dies? You don't. I think you just need to I think people are too obsessed with the idea of keeping a conversation going. Like, a conversation will come up and it will end. And then evidently at some point in time, if you do happen to come up with something interesting, then it will come back up again. You don't have to force yourself to hard commit to a topic that realistically neither of you want to continue engaging in. Does that make sense? What are we going to do next after the small talk? That you just ask, what are you going to do next? Like, what's up? What are you going to do after? Like, what are you thinking about doing after? You know, do you have plans this week? Do you have plans later tonight? Like, you know, I hope I'm not holding you up, but, you know, hey, if you do have plans later, you know, it seems pretty cool, blah, blah, blah. And you just keep going. Like, and there's nothing wrong with silence. I think that's the thing, right? It's, things will always course correct in a way that, like, you should be okay with the silence of whatever conversation you're having at the time, because realistically, the other person on the other end is probably thinking just as much like, oh man, I don't know how to proceed with this. I'm just gonna, and then eventually you kind of just, one of you just has to break the mold and realize, oh shit, this is not as awkward because they're trying to talk to me and I want to talk to them, blah, 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 blah. That's it. What if they force themselves to finish the talk, but it's boring? Then it's boring. GG. It's not like you can magically make anything interesting. And that is just something that comes naturally more than anything. You just, you know, it's just kind of how it goes, you know? I'm introverted, but I learned how to adapt and socialize enough by doing it many times until it became natural. Exactly. You just do it a lot, and eventually it becomes less scary. Honestly, I think a good social skill is literally to just ask questions and seem interested in them. I think people mentioned this. I mean, I think it's a joke, but I also think it's a pretty good one. The solid snake method is unironically a fucking great way to kind of go about this. If you're ever having a conversation with someone and you want to make it like as engaging as possible and help commit it to memory, all you have to do is just repeat the exact same thing that people are going to ask you. You can train to be an extrovert. How? Extrovert? Well, I don't know about extrovert. Exactly. You just repeat the same thing. Like, recently I went to a cafe and I had a pretty good coffee. Coffee? What type of coffee? Oh, it was like a really nice cold brew. It had like, you know, little fruity tones. Fruity tones? What the what, like what, like what direction, what type of, oh, it was kind of blah 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 blah. It's literally, that's all it really is. And that's how you just keep it going. And eventually you just add in what you want to say throughout the conversation, and it helps keep it going. That's all I like. It also helps you kind of register like what another person says. Does that make sense? Like it once you repeat exactly what they said, it helps it helps your brain recognize, oh, this is what they said and this is the context in which they're saying it. Okay, how do I extend on this, basically? And that's all it really is. People say my conversation is like an interrogation, though. I mean, that's if you only ask questions all the time. I think like conversations can feel like interrogations if all you're ever really doing is just asking questions about another person, but never sharing anything about yourself. And I think that's something that you kind of just need to learn the limits of like what to really engage with someone, because it is a two-way street, right? So you still need to, it's a push and pull, right? You pull them in by asking them questions, but you also need to push back a little bit by interjecting with your own anecdotes. That's just how it goes. Because it can feel it obviously, if you pull too much, it can feel like a one-sided thing, and it puts a lot of pressure on the other person, rather than similarly, if you only talk about yourself and you never ask any questions, the other person can also feel pretty like heavy with like, oh, I feel like they just want to talk about themselves. It's stuff like that, right? So anyway, TLDR, just how, I think you should just go into conversations and be interested in another person. And in order to do so, there are obviously like ways to kind of go about it. There's methods to make it easier for one another. But I think the best thing that you could probably do when it comes to learning, or not learning, but like to building a connection and talking to people, is to just realize, I just want to be social. This person either wants to be social or could potentially want to be my social. So I'm just gonna let it flow. That's it. I think for me, I am very much so I will do it based on the vibe. And if I feel like they don't really give a fuck, and it's fine, I don't mind. Like, I don't need to push them. But if they seem like a person who wants to keep continuing a conversation, then all right, I'm cool to, kind of build that with another person. That's just how it goes. Read the room, read the person, and life is good. Life is what the fuck am I saying? It will work out, and you may or may not come out with a new friend. Misaki, give some advice or encouragement for job interviews. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually done a lot of interviews recently, but all I can really say is obviously do your best to present yourself in a way that is why, show them the reason why they should hire you, give them a reason to why you are someone who can potentially improve their environment, give them the reason to say this person is valuable, this person is could potentially give us a lot of benefit, this person is someone who can make this environment better, this process better, like they can just do their job well in a way that like we need to have them on them. And so you need to ask yourself, like, what exactly are the good qualities about me? What type of work can I do? What are my skills? And learn how to present that in a way that makes it so much so to convince them, like, oh, we need this person. There you go. Yeah. Is it weird to want to leave the friend group because you don't feel like you fit in, even if they don't do anything bad to you? Yes and no. I don't think it's weird to feel off about a vibe, and if you don't fuck with them, you don't fuck with them. But I also do think it's not weird to want to feel like it's, or rather, okay, it's okay to leave, but I will admit it's a little weird, because if like, is it literally just the vibe? But if it's just the vibe and they really didn't do anything wrong to you and they still are like, oh, trying to be friends, then you don't have to really force yourself or like say you're going to leave a friend group or something like that. Like you just engage with them less. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything there's no need to make a grandiose stand as to why I'm leaving, right? You don't got to send an essay about like, I don't fuck with any of you anymore, or sorry, we're not friends. There's nothing wrong with just slowly disengaging from a group or a person or whatever friend that you have because, you know, maybe it just doesn't click and that's it, you know, like, and that gives you the time and space to kind of determine, oh, maybe I do fuck with these guys. You know, maybe I'll start piping up again. And on the other hand, like if they themselves are also just like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in a while, I do kind of miss their company. You know, maybe I will try to talk to them. So it's another thing, right? Like it's hard to fit in sometimes. I think for me personally, I don't think, what's the best way to put it? As much as it is, there are moments where I may not feel like I fit into a mold or like a group or like a dynamic in particular. My MO has always been, I'm not here to force anyone to really connect with me in a way that they don't want to. And whether or not someone wants to engage with me, they can engage with me how they want. I am going to continue to do what I want to do because I am still myself and I still have connections that I have with people who I also care about. And that is to say, I don't need a group to or be part of like a big dynamic either. I don't need to be the center of it either. And I can come and go and hang out with X person or Y person when I do, because I should be the one to make that decision. Right? I will do my job. I will play the games that I like. I'll watch the movies that I want to watch. I'll watch the shows that I want to watch, because that's just what you should be able to do as a person. And it is a lot of I don't know. Is it weird to say, or is it weird to want to leave? Not necessarily. But I think the better way to just reframe it is like, just give yourself the space to kind of understand what exactly it is that you want out of that friend group, right? And if it does not, and not to say that any connection or relationship is always going to be judged in a binary transactional way, right? Because obviously you can't just be like, oh, these people serve me no benefit. Like that's fucking annoying. But at the same time, you need to ask yourself like, hey, does this genuinely add to my life, or just being friends with this person or X person like quite literally detract from my life? Or like you need to ask yourself, is there a net gain or net loss in terms of like happiness, so to speak? And honestly, if it's like a net loss, you kind of just need to understand like, okay, what will happen if I do end up leaving, for example? Like it is just a lot of questions about like, what should I do? How do I approach it? And what is like the fair thing to do at that point in time? So yeah, that's I do think there also comes a point in time where you need to build up what it is that I guess you need a good sense for what good judgment is for you. You know what I mean? Like, and that takes time. It is building intuition, and you can only build intuition by making mistakes, and more often than not, sometimes making the wrong call. You know what I mean? Like, you just need to actively choose to make decisions. And by giving yourself the agency to consistently do so, eventually you'll get on the right track to be making the right ones more often than not. And that isn't to say that it's impossible to make mistakes, even though you've had so much experience, even though you've had so much time to build up that strength, to build up that skill. You can still make the wrong call. I make the wrong call all the time. I look at Valorant all the time. Do you understand how many fucking times I wish that I had better timings? How much that I could have done this, I could have done that. I make the wrong calls all the time. But I also understand full well that they're more often than not, I can make the right call. I can do the right thing. I can win a duel, even though I feel like it wasn't the right call, but I'll still do it. And I'll still limit test to that extent, right? And I'll know, oh, this guy's a demon. Oh, this guy's dog shit. Oh, I can benefit off of doing this one decision better than the other, right? So again, build up your own sense of intuition, and eventually it will become a lot better. We became friends because of group work in college, and I make new friends, and I want to work with other, but I feel bad to leave them. Then just go work with the people you want to work with. I don't think there's anything to feel bad about. You just want to work with different people. And unless they themselves are like, I don't think it's, you know, it's on them to kind of decide how they feel about it. And if they feel like bad, then you just need to tell them it's nothing personal. That's it. Do you think it's more difficult to converse with someone very old or ridiculously young? Both. I think, well, I think it can be challenging in both ways, because someone who's very old but very closed-minded and is very set in stone with the way that they are, really fucking annoying. And obviously be an uphill battle of trying to convince, to try to teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I mean? It's really fucking hard. But ridiculously young, at the very least, like, they can be hyperactive. They can have a very active imagination, and they can also be very hyperactive to a certain degree. But at the same time, like, they're a lot more open and malleable to a certain to like you can basically guide them on the right direction of like how they should kind of look at the world. Or a lot of the time, the conversation can lead in a way that I think, when you're ridiculously young, you have a very narrow worldview that hasn't opened up yet. And obviously, when you're a little bit older, but not super young, or not super old, but not super young, you are in a position where you are, not to say that of like power, so to speak, or like leverage, but you definitely have a lot more insight as to what the world is to you. And to help someone who's a little younger kind of expand that for themselves and also guide them in a way that helps them become a better person, then that in of itself is, while difficult, yes, because there always will be some level of pushback, I think is significantly easier to do so than with someone who's extremely close-minded. So yeah. I don't know. I just have some shit I want to talk about today. I got random shit on my mind. Call that I don't have a good joke or analogy for this shit right now. All I can say is 5 seconds, 5 bars. Cinnamon. Yeah, that's the wisdom of the, I don't even know if that's Vanta, what's good? What's good? What was I saying? Am I the asshole if I don't really start a conversation first with people, even my best friend? Okay, first of all, not an am I the asshole stream, but I will answer the question. No, and I don't think there's anything wrong with not starting conversations, but that's just me, because I am very much so of the mind of I will protect my own peace, and I will have conversations when I feel like I can have conversations. And to be frank, like, it is both a respect thing both ways, right? Because obviously I still want to respect the connection that I have with another person if they are my best friend. But at the same time, like, if you're just not the type of person to really start conversations, then, and you just do your own thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with like not being the one to send the first DM. But obviously it then becomes like, you do need to recognize, like, sometimes the onus does fall on you. Sometimes you have to be the one to start conversations, especially if you are the one to kind of choose on whether or not you want to keep that connection. And if that connection is something that you want to keep, then obviously you need to ask yourself, like, is this going to stay if I am not the one to do this, do that, right? Thoughts on having just one best friend? That's fine. You do you, man. I think there's no quantitative number of friends that makes you better or worse as a person. Yeah. Any advice for people trying to find a job for the very first time? Do your best. And you're going to hear a lot of no's. I can't give you advice directly on like what exactly you do, but more often than not, just be prepared to hear no a lot. Be prepared to send out a lot of applications and not hear back. And it will just be part of the process. That's it. What do you do if you're not confident in the skills you're currently building for a career later? That's a tough one because keep in mind, this is going to come from someone who's incredibly hypocritical about this because that's kind of what I feel when I'm talking about like singing, for example. What to do if you're not confident in the skills you're currently building? Like for me, like singing, I still think I'd suck shit at singing, but you know, you kind of just need to understand that you will suck at it. That's it. And you can suck at it, but you just need to, I mean, I talked about this in members, but I guess we'll say it here now. It's like, you will suck at it, but you need to be okay with sucking at it because everyone sucks at something until they get good at it, right? It is an uphill battle no matter what you do. Because the only way that you can get good at the thing, or especially if it's part of your career, is by just doing the thing, even if it's bad. Because eventually you will look back and say, oh, this was bad, but at least now that I've done it so many times that I know what good looks like. Right? So that's just the best way to kind of think about it, right? It will always be so bad to the point where when I'm good, I can look back at this and realize, oh yeah, this kind of that, you know, I remember when I was this doggy doo-doo. There you go. Hi, Claude Clawmark. I hate Tuesday, by the way. Good for you. It's freaking Tuesday, though. So that's too bad. Don't know what to tell you on that department. What the fuck? That sucks, I guess. Tuesday? Oh, man. Should I crash the fuck out because my roommates refuse to clean the room despite me yelling several times? I think you need to make it very clear, like what is the share of responsibility, and if they are not cleaning it, then you just need to stop. Like you can stop cleaning it, but realistically, you know, what are you? Their fucking mom? I don't like, dude. And at some point in time, if situation allows, just fucking get out, man. Like if they're annoying as shit, then fucking either they gotta own up or they gotta do better, or you just get the fuck out of there. Easy. Escalate to landlord if needed. Also true. Like you give them a reason to, and if they don't do it, then it's a fucking problem. I feel hesitant about calling people my best friend since I fear they may not view me the same way. I think it will feel natural when you have someone who you think is your best friend, if anything. Like it will just, you can be hesitant, but I will admit it is significantly easier to feel like you can call someone your best friend because it will just feel different. You know what I mean? Trust. Any suggestions for a person living alone for the first time? I will say, when you live alone for the first time, you will feel a very good sense of freedom, but also that freedom comes as a curse because you then have the freedom of choice to isolate yourself in a way that is not good for you. I felt that for a while. And I think when I lived alone for the first time, like it took me a long time to realize, hey, I need to get outside and talk to people because realistically, even if I don't have roommates, I got to be the one to talk to people, and no one's going to come over to my place or like kick my fucking door down just to drag me out. I got to do that shit. So, you know, it's something that you kind of just do. Cabin fever is real? Ooh. What would you choose between work that you happy with but not with people, the work that you don't like but you happy with the people? Which pays me more? What pays me more? Do you think it's worth to get some master degree or having job experience for 3 years? Depends on the industry. Like it truly depends on the level of verticality that you have. And realistically, you can go out and get because I will admit there's no real limitation on how long it is that you can go and get your master's degree, right? You can just go back to school. You just need to build up the portfolio to do so. I think having 3 years of work experience and then just going back to school is a pretty viable option too. So there's always avenues at which you're going to do it. I don't think it really has to be an A or B question. You know what I mean? If the pay is worth, then I can tolerate the irritating people. Exactly. Like if I get paid, I don't give a shit. Thoughts on getting multiple masters? I really like studying. I think it's. I will say, be careful about that. Yeah, you can get your master's during working too. Yeah, my best friend is like he still works and he's doing his master's right now while still doing his full time. I think he's finishing soon, but you know it's gonna be very expensive. Exactly. You understand that academia can sometimes not really justify the means of which, so it can be pretty expensive. So yeah, get your bag first, and then think about whether or not you'll go back to school to get a bigger bag. All right. What? I passed the board exam and a license now. License what? But doesn't use it and work under it. Should I look for other job? I don't know what license you have or what that means necessarily, but realistically, if you can't use it, find a way to use it. That's the best way to go about it. How's the weather there? Getting warmer. Any suggestions on food? Rice. Thoughts on being an academic fan, aka approaching fandoms scholastically? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, actually. How do you keep a routine with fully remote work? My new job lets me stay in my own hours, which is dangerous for me. Calendar. Unironically, set your working hours. Like, you need to be non-negotiable about like what are your working hours. And if you say I'm available, I only work like 9 to noon and like 3 to like 7, and those are your working hours, then stick to those working hours and be flexible as need be. But obviously, be like hard commit to those hours, basically. Does that make sense? Licensed teacher. I don't really have a good grasp on education, or like education as like in the workforce. So I don't really have a good I don't have a good way to really give advice on that. Could also help to settle work context. Yes, I do think that is also really good. Not gonna lie. Are you the type to highlight printed notes or rewrite notes, or both? Both. Did you play any Valorant this act? Yes, I'm back to Ascendant 1, like 40-ish RR, I think. Rex to do well in Japan. Have fun. Go enjoy every otaku thing you can possibly find. Get your fill while you can. And if you've already done that, then go explore the other culture aspects of Japan and engage with it that is in a way that is respectful and good. Should I burger or rice bowl? Rice bowl. Rebreathing in the 21 months. I need advice. Should I all in on interview, college application, or a huge test that decides my fate in July? I don't know what that means necessarily. But obviously that is for you to decide on which one's more important. I'm not gonna fucking tell you, because obviously who am I to really tell you which is more important for you in your life and what is the outcome that is you kind of expect for yourself. I think you can probably do both, if anything, but you just need to understand that you're going to make some sacrifices now to make both work. Does that make sense? both of these things are on the table, and there's the potential for you to be able to accomplish both. But you need to understand, like, the work that you put in right now will determine that outcome down the line, right? So ask yourself which one is more important, and if the ones that is more important, then you need to really like conceptualize just how much work each is going to take. You're high-key giving Magic 8-Ball right now? All right, guys, it's back to Genie O Genie. If you have a question, you gotta say Genie O Genie or Magic 8-Ball, if you will. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Magic 8-Ball. No, it's Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Genie O Genie or Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Speedrun. This is how it's gonna go. Oh, Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Should I pull for Roy Mustang when he drops? No. Well, wait. Okay, maybe. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Should I buy 5 seconds of summer? 5 seconds of summer concert tickets? What the fuck? They're still around? I've been saving up for BTS to concert tickets. I don't know. I think concert tickets are just expensive right now, so I can't really say. Should I text my ex? No, absolutely the fuck not. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. How do I stop procrastinating? By doing the thing you got to do right now. I know you're watching this fucking stream, so go take care of the thing that you're supposed to take care of. Like, what the fuck? How do I stop procrastinating? Just fucking doing it. Like, right now. Actually, that's it. You watch yourself. You think you can bypass my fucking rules by telling me that shit right now with Magic 8-Ball, if you will? Genie O Genie, do I finally jump over the mental hurdle and follow my dream? Yes. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. How do I bag a financially stable nerdy baddie with emotional intelligence and has whimsy in his life in my early 20s? I hate to say it, you're just not gonna find that in your early 20s. Like, realistically, more often than not, most guys who are like that are probably like a little older and have some semblance of like normalcy in their life, and that takes a while to do. A Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Should I bring your puppy to my graduation ceremony this Saturday? Yes. A Magic 8-Ball, is you will. Should I wing it and date a guy? He really likes me. Fuck it, bro. Fuck around and find out. If you're cool with it, then sure, go ahead. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 英語の早口言葉ってありますか? She sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Good sir, are you rapping? Cinnamon, all men are friends. Oh, Magic 8-Ball wife, what is the... Nope, can't answer that question. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. Are you Jinja playing Overwatch with Avanta or in Deep, or is it still? What does that mean? But yeah, I'm gonna be playing with him and Frio later. Magic 8-Ball, if you will. How do I lock in and get better at Valorant? If you're hard stuck, find out what's missing. Magic 8 balls. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Should I get micro bangs? I don't know, actually. Genie, oh genie, should I take another driving license test? Failed miserably last time. Yes, you should probably try to get your license. Magic 8 ball, Magic 8 balls, if you will. When's the Minecraft stream? Supposedly in like 2 days, but I need to set up the server right now. Magic 8 ball, if you will, is it still worth to start pursuing being a VTuber right now, despite the saturated market? I don't have a good. I'm probably not the best person to ask this question because, to be quite frank, I think if you want to be a VTuber, you do it for the love of the fucking game. You do it to play video games, and you do it to be an entertainer on the internet, so you can talk and engage with the community that you yourself foster and take time to cultivate. I don't think that you should really. And again, I think a lot of the time people will go into VTubing with the premise of, oh, I'm not going to grow, blah 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 blah, and stuff like that. If you are going to intrinsically go into it for the gain of something, or the gain, or like the monetary value, or the idea of people liking me, or the number of followers that, you know, like that just doesn't work anymore. And a lot of the time you need to ask yourself, okay, well, what do I want? Do I want to be successful? And what are my metrics for being successful? Is it to be well loved? Is it to make a lot of money? Is it to do really cool things? Is it to XYZ? Like, you need to ask yourself, what is your metrics of success? And there are some people who happen to just do it for the love of the fucking game, right? And even now, there are the people who do it for the love of the fucking game, and eventually they reach their level of success, right? Eventually it becomes self-sustaining. Eventually it gets to a point where it can work, right? Me and Shu actually had a long talk about this recently, because it's like, at the end of the day, all of our streams and the things that we do now are for the love of the fucking game. I think any of us like we can always do things for the sake of content. We can always do the things that are quote unquote popular. We can always do the things that are like, oh, this will get me more subs and more members and right? But at the end of the day, a lot of the time that what we choose to do and have fun, and the things that we do that I think people do enjoy, are things that we just genuinely enjoy, are things that we just genuinely have fun doing. And that is the best way to go about doing anything. You do it for the love of the game, you do it because you like doing the thing, and then you determine what is your sense of success. Is it viable? Viable in terms of what? In terms of money? In terms of fun? In terms of fame? I don't know. Just ask yourself that. What is it that you want? Genie, will you play the new FF14 patch? I don't know if there's anything new recently. I already finished the dungeon and stuff like that, so I don't really know. I did the trial too, so I don't know. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Would you kindly recommend to password managers? I'm scared of Google. I use Bitwarden, and well, okay, so I use two. I use a cloud version of Bitwarden, and I also have a self-hosted version of the self-hosted version of Bitwarden. So I have two fail-safes, but honestly, Bitwarden is probably the easiest. It's free, it's open source, blah blah blah. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Should I start saving it for a PC or wait for the parts to go down? I don't know actually on that one. That's a tough question that I don't really have a good feel on, because I don't know whether or not parts will go down at some point in time. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Would you play Marathon? I do have the game installed. I just haven't played it yet on this computer. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Do you still follow Visa Mailers at all? Second edition just ended. New debut group was announced. I have yet to check out the new guys so far. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Would you go back in 10,000 years in time and make a cave painting to confuse everyone in the future? What would you draw? A canned soda. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Headache solutions when Tylenol isn't helping. Hydration and very minimal movements. And things that will not stimulate you too much, especially visually, because those will help. Those will really, if your eyes are too busy, it can worsen a little bit more. Magic 8 ball, if you will. How do you build time management skills? I'm struggling with college since I did a GED instead of high school. You need to understand yourself. Understand what you do, understand what you are like, and understand the patterns at which when you are most productive and work around that. Magic 8 Ball, if you will you still play Agreed sometime? Probably at some point. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Would you? Okay, there's no if you will, but I still feel like this is an interesting one. Would you rather be conventionally attractive or comfortable in your own skin? Comfortable in my own skin, to be honest. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. How to overcome eepiness? Simply eep. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Any sweet bakery goods recommendations? I really want funnel cake for some reason. Girl, chill? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What the fuck? What the fuck is up, Kyle? Magic 8 Ball, if you will. I know you said you're not a fan of horror, but what are your thoughts on more story-based horror like Resident Evil or Silent Hill? I actually like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Because there is other game aspects of gameplay to those games. Does that make sense? I just don't like a lot of horror games that are just walking simulators. That's my big problem with a lot of it. Okay. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. How cook chicken good and tasty? High sear, maintain the moisture and juices, and also sauces help a lot. And also, there's nothing wrong with also putting them in the oven right after, by the way. Magic 8 Ball, will Claude have a new agent, a new main agent? Wait, there's no if you will. Magic 8 Ball, I'm new here. I hope you had a good day. Your outfit looks dope. There's no if you will, but I'll take the compliment. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Which VA or streamer should Clark Pape meet next? I don't know, but if it could meet Alex again, and in the event that he follows me back on Twitter, hell yeah. I don't know. Honestly, whoever would be cool if more than anything. I think any and all voice actors are always really cool to get the opportunity to get the know of or be introduced to. So who knows? Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, if you will you play the Apex next patch when the new legend is out? Probably, yeah. If people ask me to, I'll probably hop on. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Any bicep workout recommendations? Ooh, Bayesian cable curls, strict barbell curls, and dumbbell hammer curls. Sir Magic Ball the 8th, should I go eat a bowl of ice cream right now? No, don't do that. Magic 8 Balls, if you will. Thoughts on the first Outlast game? I think it's a pretty good game. I did not like 2, if I'm going to be completely frank, and I think the DLC was also kind of whatever, but I did like the base game of Outlast 1. That was all right. Magic 8 Ball, if you ever so will. What is your favorite song lately and something you want to cover? If I were to think about what I want to... If there's a song that I want to sing at some point in time. Rather interesting that you ask. Well, I have already sang Bad Dance Hall after many, many years. It's been a long time, but I think I would want to sing... Perhaps... one of the older Tsumiki songs. On Grey Days is a good song that I like. Why is Magic Ball into upper class? No, no, Clarice. Interesting. Magic 8 Balls, if you will. How to get better at talking to people. Watch like the first hour of this stream when the VOD's when the VOD's done. That's like the best advice I can give you, honestly. Why my ball sounded like a little bard boy? What the fuck does that mean? It's giving the ghoul ghost meme. Exactly. I just think about Hannibal more than anything, but you know, that's that. Clarice. Magic 8 ball. Omizo nonde. Mizo aru yo. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Are you a little lad who likes berries and cream? Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream. Clarice, do you know ball? Clarice, you are not. You're so short-sighted. You're not looking at the big picture. You're not looking at me fucking shoot hoops. I'm shooting threes around you, Clarice. Rare berries and cream full. Why is it giving King Julian? King Julian! King Julian! Amort? No. We cannot do this. I need to move it. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Do you like a succulent Chinese meal? How? Magic 8 ball, if you will. What is some good keyboards? I don't know. I don't have it. I'm not the person to ask for that. Hannibal can indeed ball. It's in his name. Fuck that. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Do you like fantasy settings or more modern, more in manga? I think modern, to be honest. Magic 8 ball, if you will. What's something that you improved the quality of life so much you wish you'd have done it sooner? I need to think about that one, actually. That's a tough one. I actually have no idea. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Are you going to sing the next verse in Chinese? I think that clip is so funny, but I also think it's insanely funny that it's a song that's entirely in Chinese, and then just that part is in English, and then as saying that he's going to sing the next part in Chinese. I think it's funny as fuck. Magic 8 ball, if you will. How about Mouse Rex, OP1 8 Endgame Gear, OP1 8K, Endgame Gear, any mouse for that matter. Magic 8 ball, if you will. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Can you do the Heidi Lau dance? I am not the dancing noodle man that you seek. Should I wear glasses or contact lenses? I don't know. I think honestly, glasses are more convenient. But I mean, if you don't like the feeling of glasses, then contacts aren't really like a problem. Magic 8 ball, if you will. What are the chances of a solo karaoke? Soon, ironically enough. Magic 8 balls, if you will. Do you recommend calorie banking for someone on a first-time calorie deficit? Yes and no. Sometimes I think it depends on your level of discipline, though. Like if you're comfortable doing that, then I think it's fine. But also, like, just know that you need to be very wary of like binge eating or overeating. So please remember that it can be a little tough. So just be careful and be sure to track it the best that you can. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Have you ever had a dream where you Guys, I think I'm having too much fun. I think I'm just having too much fun. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Would you consider laser eye corrective surgery? I don't know. My mom's done it, but I don't know. Sounds scary. I don't know. Magic 8 ball, if you will. Any tips for people just starting to work out? Take it slow. Take it easy. and eventually it would be cool if you go hard later. Magic 8 Ball is peak. I think Magic 8 Ball is pretty funny. I think it's so funny because now it didn't see. Here's the thing, because now that people have questions, then they have to fucking ask. They really have to ask their question, and it's funny because everybody gets involved now. Magic 8 Ball, can you teach me calculus? No, I don't think I will. Magic 8 Ball shakes you violently. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. How many days should I wait to get a tattoo after donating blood? I don't know that one, to be honest, and I can't tell you. I lack the necessary knowledge for that one. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Do you have wings? Blah, blah, blah. No. Not anymore. It's been a long time. Do I buy shoe 1 or shoe 2? I don't know what that means. Shoe 2, I guess. I don't know. Pasta or eggs for dinner? Eggs. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Do you describe any dreams that you remember having recently? I was shot in the shoulder, and I was bleeding out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. How many burgers do you think you eat annually? Too many. Magic 8 Ball, if you will I bag a baddie this year? I think you will be the baddie. We've had this conversation before. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Who shot you? Fuck if I remember, to be honest. Oh, to be Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What are the chances of a new outfit this year? This year? I mean, it's not 0, but I don't know about I don't know. I won't make promises I don't know that I don't have like a certain answer on yet. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Have you ever had your friends or other livers show up in your dreams? Yes, but in nightmare scenarios, to be honest. Magic 8 Ball, this is awesome. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Teach how to discipline younger siblings that don't like studying. You need to sit down with them and really like hammer it home that it's important, you know, and not to be fussy, not to be hard ass about it, but you got to really sit down with them and just be like, you got to engage with them in a way that you genuinely care. You know what I mean? That you are trying to take care of them. You're trying to, you know, set them on the right path and like be willing to kind of like sit through that frustration and find out what is the things that they're having issues with. Like, do they just not want to study? Do they think it's boring? Like, you really have to hammer it home and be willing to hear them out. Let them talk about their frustrations and why they don't like it. And eventually you'll get to you'll break through to them about it. You'll eventually like figure out what it is that they struggle with and why they, you know, don't like studying. And eventually at some point, more often than not, it's just people will think, oh, I don't like studying because I'm bad at it. And then you just need to slowly get them to understand like everyone's bad at stuff. And then you work through the misunderstandings that they have about the world and, you know, their life in general. And being there to kind of help guide them on that right path is something that I don't think they will forget years down the line. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Can you sing Lemon again? You've been out about. Are you having fun? Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Are you having fun right now? Yes. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. I spilled milk on my laptop. Do you think it will be okay? Probably not, to be honest. You should probably turn that off and like let that dry for a while. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. How many liters of water do you drink every day? Around like 3 to 4 liters ish of water. Magic 8 Ball, if you will, can you please sing Namae? Please, I need this Namae. Magic baseball, if you will. How do you get a motivation to keep studying when you've burnt out? You need to understand that time is a very helpful advantage to that. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Got any games on your phone? No, not on my phone. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Is it normal to dream being chased by Yoru with a knife? What the? After watching Clawmark Valor streams before sleeping every day? I don't know. I don't know, man. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Are you EP? Not right now. Magic 8 Ball, I think that the user's laptop will be infested with ants. Put it in a place that won't be infested with ants, obviously. Magic 8 Balls, if you will. Can you tell me to lock the fuck in? I think it's time that you go and take care of whatever you're taking care of, man. You gotta do that, man. Magic 8 Ball, yep. Up. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Thank you. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Don't worry, it's in the shop now. Okay, that's fine. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. You, Q, will. Quill, will, Q, if you will. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What is the meaning of life? 42. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Honkshu me, or Honkshu, what? Yahooey. Magic 8 Ball, tell us your biggest happiness recently. There was no if you will, but I will still do it. My recent happiness has been being able to rediscover that I am not, that I have good friends and people do care about me in a way that I am very much so glad that I am surrounded by really good people who, albeit are busy with their own lives, equally as much are incredibly hardworking, and I respect them very much for the level of quality of work that they do, and that there's nothing that inspires me more than to be surrounded by such incredible people and talented people who I think will these are people who I hold incredibly dear to me, and that I am so privileged to be able to continue to work with, and I'm incredibly honored to even have the opportunity to form any sort of connection with any of them. So yeah, that's my biggest happiness recently. Yes. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What is one film you would recommend to watch you recommend to someone who wants to chill? Like, chill in what way? Movie to chill? That's a little tough one, actually. I don't know about. Magic 8 Ball, how do you be this sweet and thoughtful? I don't. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. You hype for Kagurabachi? Oh my god, I can't believe it's happening, man. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What films would be on your Letterboxd top 4? Whiplash. Fight Club. Old Boy. I don't know what my fourth one would be, to be completely honest. Truman Show, probably, actually. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Have you ever seen Black Phone? I think I watched the first one. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Should I have banana milk or just water for the rest of the night? I would drink water, to be honest. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. Can I recommend Project Hail Mailer? I've yet to watch it. I've been thinking about it. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. You should... Ooh, you should read the hit seinen manga After God. Okay. Dear Magic 8 Balls. If you will. If you will. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. It's Chicken Caesar, but does Chicken hear her? Does Chicken understand her? Does Chicken tender? I think chicken understands her. Magic 8-ball. There we go. Magic 8-ball, if you will. Will this be a regular segment in Zatsu's? Please do. I mean, it's the same way how Genie kind of pops up, but I mean, honestly, it's probably not far off thing, or I just do it again. You know what I mean? Magic 8-ball, how much water should I be drinking per day, if you will? I would always say at least like a gallon is a lot, or actually like 2 gallons I think is like a good amount, ironically enough. But that is it depends on your limits, that's for sure. Magic 8-ball, if you will. Will I get my dream grades for my upcoming test? Yes, if you work hard and study right now, you will most likely get your dream grades. Magic 8-ball, if you will. Is there a Requiem collab this week? 2 gallons is fucking crazy. 2 gallons, I try to at least do like minimum like a gallon a day, but 2 I've heard is like on it's I don't know. Staying as hydrated as possible I think is a good thing though. But also keep in mind like I also talk to a lot of people who do a lot of cardio recently, so 2 gallons is like pretty normal for a lot of other people I've talked to. So I'm like, whoa. Magic 8-ball, if you will. Also, I don't have like a good metric for like what a gallon is anymore. I'm gonna be completely honest. Magic 8-ball, if you will. 7.5 liters. That's not that bad actually. Yeah, no. Because I drink maybe like a gallon and a half on like a good day. So I don't know. Magic 8-ball, if that will you do a funny art stream or no? Probably at some point in time. 1 gallon? Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I drink like 2.5. So about like 5 liters a day, for me at least. Ugh, I pee a lot, that's for sure. I pee a lot and I retain a lot of water weight because my sodium intake is crazy. Okay. Piss clear as day. My system. I got water in my system. Fanta in my system. Fanta in my system. Holy fuck. This shit. I don't even remember what he said anymore after that. I'm gonna be so honest. Magic 8-ball, if you will, is tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. I'm a salt fiend. I should drink more. Yeah, you probably should. What's your protein intake a day? Right now, it's about 160 grams. Like, that's my goal typically, but you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So hyper right now. I won't even call this like hyper. I'm just fucking around. I'm gonna be so honest. Magic 8 Ball, have you ever do more rapping / karaoke like you did before? I mean, yeah, probably would if I learned more, probably. I just don't listen or rehearse enough songs as much as I used to. Like I think that it's pretty evident, like when in the like last 30 karaoke, I just haven't sang full songs in such a long time that I've like completely forgotten a lot of lyrics, you know? Like I just don't practice songs as much as I used to, or like rehearse as much as I used to, which has been a little frustrating. So now I have to kind of get my repertoire back, so to speak. Magic 8 Ball, if you will, should I stop drinking black coffee and water instead? I think it's okay to drink black coffee. You just need to have a lot of hydration and regular water intake if you do drink other drinks. Magic 8 Ball, if you will you ever do an English song karaoke? Probably at some point. I don't know. Magic 8 Ball, if you would you ever post YouTube short covers? Yes, they exist. I just haven't. I'm shit when it comes to paperwork, and I also really suck when it comes to making visuals for them. So I get decision paralysis because I'm just like, God, I should probably just do it myself. But then I'm like, oh, I could just ask someone else to do it. But I'm like, I need to post this eventually, and I just fucking don't. So they all exist. The mixes are all, for a lot of them are done, but I'm just like, oh fuck, I gotta take care of this, and I'm just like, and if I have to listen to fucking yo do not Hajimani again one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Magic 8 Ball, if you you know what, you asked this like 3 times, and I'll give it to you. Magic 8 Ball, if you will, do you have tips for being out and forcing yourself to go outside and socialize when you live alone? I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, like, realistically, go back to the first hour of the stream. But real answer, just fucking go outside. Like, dude, go out, eat alone. Go out, get a drink. Go out, like, just go for a walk. Go outside and like, fucking, dude. If you just like, let's say you just want a snack, go get a snack, or just go to a park. I think it's nice to just go to a park sometimes too. It's that easy. Magic 8 Ball, if you will, please breathe. I'll be on some bullshit. Free will maxing. Oh my god. Imagine the indomitable human spirit. Given its free will, anything is possible. Chase your dreams. My final message. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What's for dinner today? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Maybe. Change the world. My final message. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. What am I? Where am I? Okay. What time is it right now? I got like maybe like another hour or something, but I'm like, I should probably go do stuff. I should probably go clean up a little bit more. I gotta take out the trash and everything. I got a lot of bullshit everywhere right now, so. Magic Ball, if you will, how would you make the world a better place? Do the right thing and be nice to other people. That's it. Interesting. Hey. Anyway, I feel like I've magic 8-balled my all out of my system, out of my motherfucking system. God, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Jesus Christ. Okay. He balled out. Yeah. Yeah. This shit hot garbage. Yeah. Truly the question. Dude, what the fuck am I doing? Thanks for being an 8-baller. 8-baller. Baller. I'm doing the unconventional. Dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Magic 8-ball crack. Jesus Christ. That's why they called you baller. The only thing they call me is crack. Magic 8-ball, if you will. Who do you think is going to be in the Bleach collab? Ichigo. Grimjow. And then the boss is going to be Yuhabaha. Genie is free from the 8-ball. What the fuck am I saying? Magic 8-ball, if you will. Will you play Road to Empress? You know, will I? Fuck it, might as well. I don't know. I'll see if I can. If I can't, then GG. If I can, maybe I'll think about it. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know how to talk anymore. I don't know how to do voices anymore, man. I feel like I talk too fast and too much air, and I feel like I haven't been able to. I genuinely forget, like, how do I talk normally right now? Magic 8-ball, what's something you wish more people asked you about? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what people. I mean, I feel like I've pretty much always said everything that's been on my mind or whatever the fuck I'm thinking about. So realistically, whether people not ask me about it is really a non-issue. I'll talk about it regardless. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know, man. Yo, dude. Thoughts on s'mores? Fuck yeah, dude. Are you excited for Core 4? Yeah, man. I can't wait for the end of Bleach. It's gonna be awesome. That was in your Blood War. Yeah? Dude, what the fuck? Thoughts on the waves, dude? Holy shit, man. It's fucking rad out there. Shit's gnarly. Stop losing it. Bro, lock the fuck in. Bro, like, we can't be checking out here, man. Like, stay focused. Eyes up, man. Airbud? What the fuck? Bros in the flow state? Yo. I do not know you, man. Yeah, I don't know you either. Yeah, dude. I don't know you like that. Like, what the fuck? You don't know me. Like, we're not like that, dude. What the fuck? Where'd my little lad go? Put the fries in the bag, bruh. I got nothing for that one. I was trying to think of like which voice for that, but I couldn't. Who's he feeling like? I don't know, man. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Yo, you good? I'm chilling. I'm straight chilling. Hey, 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 hey. Have you ever done a vocal range test? Like years ago, but I don't remember anymore. I mean, I talked about it at some point. I think like my upper range is definitely like is like closer to like a C5, and then my lower range, I don't even know. I don't even know how far low I go anymore. Like usable wise, I can't tell you. Like I'm not a bass. I'm not a bass, but I'm a shitty baritone and I'm a shitty tenor. Like I'm not a good baritone, but I'm also not a good tenor, right? Like it's fucking it's impossible because okay, all of my friends are just like, no, you're a tenor, dude. And I'm like, no, you're fucking lying to me. And then anytime I'm like, oh yeah, I'm closer to like a baritone, they're just like, I'm like, but I don't have that lower range, and I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, so sad. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's the best way to that's the best way I can explain it. You may not. I thought you were a bass. No, dude. What gave you the idea that I was a bass? You're in vocal range purgatory, pretty much, like perpetually. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. It's quite unusual to feel lonely. I don't know. I think I was just delusional. I mean, that works too, I guess. Magic 8 Ball, if you will. What is your favorite Paralive unit? Visty, I remember you mentioned them once. I have a friend who really likes Visty, but I like Bay, I think, honestly. Yeah. If there's one thing I do kind of wish that I could have followed up on, though, was like before. I mean, ironically enough, it was because it was before Rosemary left, actually, because Rosemary had asked me like, oh, if I wanted to do a Paralive, like one of the Paralive songs with her, and I was like, man, I do wish I did that at some point in time. Holy fuck! Scare the fuck out of me. Yeah. Have you seen have you seen Strange Eden? I think I've like seen screenshots, but I don't think I've seen like I don't know too much about it. Is Mr. Green Goblin doing well? Yes, because he hasn't been recording lately. The Green Goblin's fine because it just hasn't had to record, and it's fine. What was your first concert? I think it was like, well, okay, or like first concert voluntarily, or like first concert that I've been to, because I've been to like back when I was younger, I used to go to a lot of like orchestra stuff. So if I had to say one of my first concerts that I like quote unquote listened to, it would be like the LA Philharmonic. But then if we're talking like voluntary concert, like I bought a ticket and everything, or I believe my first like voluntary concert was I think it was back in 2016. It was, what was it? It was the 2016 Anisong Matsuri at Anime Expo, where it was Aqua's, Jam Project, I think it was like, I think it was just that. I remember watching Jam Project, and I remember Aqua's and like Wake Up Girls, I think, and something like, yeah. That was like many years ago though. The same anime expo where the earthquake happened? Yes, that was the one. Dude, that shit was crazy. Stop trying something. Whoa, sorry, momentum. I'm having semi-major surgery today and could use some good luck. Yo, take care. Take care. It will be fine. You will be fine. First Vocaloid artists you listen to? Probably Walka. It was probably Rolling Girl. From like many, many years ago. Do you like motorcycles? Yeah, I think motorcycles are cool. Can you ride a bike? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Yes, I used to cycle in college, and I raced. So. Not a pro, 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 not a pro. Make that be known, I'm not a pro. But I did race in collegiate. Oh shit, my bad, gang. No problem, no problem. Don't worry. Refer to season 1 bike incident. It's still crazy they got into cycling because I'm an anime man. I mean, I can get into. I'm glad I just get into anything for the matter. I'm just glad I'm doing fucking anything, man. Would you try an Ironman triathlon? At some point in time. I think after, what is it? I think after part of me is like, maybe when I start not settling down, but like, you know, when I start streaming a lot less, when I start to retire or some shit, you know, when I end up, you know, doing other things with my life, probably. Or if I'm like, you know what, now is the time to do it, then maybe I would do like an Ironman. I have friends who have done it though. So who's to say? Who's to say? I would want to at some point though. No one's saying Magic 8 Ball anymore because we gotta give the Magic 8 Ball a rest, man. We gotta chill out. That's just how it goes, man. We gotta settle down. We gotta give it some time to recharge, man. Some time to relax, dude. It's how it be, how it is sometimes. Will we ever get an MS Paint stream again? Yes, at some point. What? Found out the new staff I'm training at work is a Valo couple and introduced them to you. Hope you're proud, Lamau. What? wait. At work, you have hired two people who just happen to be a couple through Valorant? What? What the hell, man? Damn, that's kind of crazy. Girls Ascendant 1, Guys Immortal 1? Fucked up. God damn. Okay. Wait, they know how washed I am then. That's fucked. They know I'm chopped. Valo couples are surprisingly more common than you think. It's crazy. I'm not saying that it's not common, and I'm not saying that I'm not aware of that, but I think it's just crazy that they are at the same workplace. You were immortal once, one time. Okay, maybe 2 times, but it was only 2 times. I'm chopped. I don't know how to play anymore. Third time's the charm. I don't know about that. This is just untrue. I don't know, man. They just announced Oliver Armstrong. What? Huh. Moral sleeper trust? No, that's not. I'm not built for that. God, I'm so part of me is like part of me is like I don't want to go outside, but then I'm like, no, I do want to go outside. I'm like, no, I should, I will, but man, I'm so the inner struggle's so real. Yeah, I think it just sucks because like I sleep. I've been sleeping normally. Like I've been sleeping at like 9 p.m. So I'm like, fuck. I'm sleeping at like 9 p.m. like a normal fucking person, and I'm waking up at 5. So I'm like, ugh. It's gonna be close to my bedtime, guys. It's gonna be close to my bedtime. Except that's why like last night when we played so much when we played League until like fucking like 1 a.m. I was like shit, and I like knocked out right after. Unk behavior. I like working out and going to bed. To be fair, you did say there's not a time you're not tired. That is true. It's true. It's so real. God, I'm like, man, I can't. For some reason, I just can't. Like, I recently like just heard someone like I got randomly recommended like old Vocaloid covers now, and I'm like, oh my God. And I listened to fucking Fairy Tale again. I was like, oh my God. I'm thinking about Buzz G. How do you sleep immediately? I struggle sleeping in an instant every night. You're not tired enough. I think so here's the thing. If you're not, this is gonna sound a little crazy. If you are having struggle falling asleep, you just need to do more during your day. Does that make sense? Like, put your all into your day throughout the day, and eventually you'll realize just how much energy you still have that you can put towards the things that you already are doing normally, right? So if you're coming home and you're still not tired, I think it just means you haven't worked. You still got more in the tank, you know? And that means that you can go into tomorrow knowing that you can do a lot more than you think you are already doing. So exhaust yourself. Put your all into everything, and then you'll realize, man, I am so much more tired. Because I still got that in me. You know what I mean? That or insomnia. I think insomnia can only be accounted for if it is genuinely like you cannot sleep. You know what I mean? Like it is doctor like diagnosed and all. So I don't know. I think more often than not, I think, I mean, I've grown out of it too. Part of me is like, oh my God, insomnia. But then it is also like, oh man, there's so much that I can do to kind of counteract it for the most part. Sounds like min-maxing your day. Exactly. It kind of is. Literally is just that, if anything. Do you watch anything before going to bed? Sometimes when I'm feeling like it, I'll just put on like a random like I 100% this game video, you know? Like I 100% all of fucking. I've been watching this one guy named what the fuck is his name? Hold up. This one dude named Adrian, and I've been watching. I recently watched his like I 100% fucking spectrobes, and I was like, this is kind of awesome. Yeah. I think I like those random ass like I 100% this game because it's cool, and I was like, all right, sick. Woo. Sounds poggers. Doom scrolling before bed? Yeah, I try not to doom scroll. Like I'll just put on the one video and I'll like lay it face down pretty much. Me and 100% Korok Seed collection videos against Lord. Yeah. It's shit like that just helps because it's like it is so nonsensical. Do that with your old Velashoons? What the fuck? I like video game fun facts. Ooh, that works too. It's a bit late, but I'd like to say that I really loved the Prince and Princess parody VP you did. The Green Goblin strikes again. Hey, no problem. Glad you enjoyed it. But is it enough to make you a returning customer? Was it enough for you to consider any of the new ones? Would you like to partake in any of the older ones, if anything, if you will? Those are also available. Perhaps you could interest in more of the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin needs to pay rent, by the way. Promo time. Promo time. Testimony time. My compliments to the chef. Yeah. Green almost scared me for the next ones upcoming. I think you're not ready. I don't want to say that you're not ready because I don't want to set the bar too high. Honestly, I think people will be people. Yeah. Whoever enjoys it enjoys it. If you don't, I don't know, man. Whatever he recorded. All right, cool. If it's good with you, sure. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what I said in the front seat one. That's for sure. I genuinely cannot remember anymore. Blocked out of memories. Green Goblin. Should have been 5 minutes of silence given your driving habits. Honestly, that's probably the more accurate one, yeah. Probably the more accurate one. We're so cooked, bro. Cooking. I don't know. Secret VP was good. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm like, for some reason, I also it's like fair. I can't get fairy tale out of my head. I can't get Akaito either. For some reason these songs are just in my fucking head right now. Did you get your driver's license on your first try? No. I failed the written test one time and then I took it again and I was like, okay, cool. It's gonna be hope for mine. Thanks. It's just one test, man. You just do that and then you get over it. You do it once, you pass, you're done. And if you don't pass it, you take it again and you're done. Simple as. You just I wouldn't think too hard about it. Have you tried black squid ink ramen? It's so good. I've had like the spaghetti, but I've not had like ramen with squid ink. Am I crazy about it? Not really, but I think it's okay. Favorite Mikito P song? Tsukiakari. I think Tsukiakari, especially the one in the rib key. Mask なしのクロードにはい、伝えますか? Big fan of Ballerico. I think the amount of times that I've oh my god, I have like a really old recording of me singing Ballerico. I have an old cover of it from like 2021 or something that I recorded, and like it's bad. I just remember I only recorded it because I lost a bet actually. Because I made like a contract with a friend. I was like, I have to finish at least one project, or else I'll die. And then I did like maybe like a minute 30 of it. So I do have it somewhere, but I haven't sang it in like ages. Of course it was a bet. It's always gonna be a fucking bet, man. That's just how I baller. Sometimes you just ball. Of course it was a bet. Exactly. Do you ever go to order at Saizeriya? Not really like a go-to per se. That's how you ate ball? Ball. Can't believe there's a new Magnet mix in 2026. I know. We were joking about it recently, actually. Like, we were joking because we were like, okay, we should we have to collectively do like a huge Magnet relay where everyone gets like a government assigned partner to do Magnet with, and everyone has to release at the same time, and it would be really funny. Finish my last presentation final. Thank you for being the motivation. Go. Thank you for 25 much. Thank you, Jen. Michael Jackson covers when? Michael Jackson. Ow! Okay, I do need to get ready to get going soon, though. I do gotta get ready to get going soon. I gotta get out of here. Oh no. I gotta skedaddle. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta go. Deku. Oh no. I really gotta go, guys. I can't do it. Anytime I think about it, I just start laughing. Mega Man, is that Deku or Mega Man? Mega Man, help! Yeah, be cool. Thank you for the Otsu. Thank you for the magic 8-ball. Oh my god. This seems to be the only impression that you always do. What? What? I don't want Deku as a wife, please. It's not just Deku. Thank you very much. It's not just Deku. What the fuck? Anyway. I gotta get ready because I gotta go put pants on. I don't want to put pants on because that means I gotta go outside. And I gotta go outside. I got pants on. Fuck. Girl. Yeah. Pantsless behavior. Taking walkies. Is it raining there? No, it's sun out. It has been sun out for a while. How's the Magic 8-ball? Ochu, guys. It's freaking Thursday. It is freaking Thursday. Or not Thursday. It's Tuesday. Fuck. It is a okay, it's objectively fucking wrong, but it is genuinely not Thursday. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I was thinking about how my gorilla streams are all titled just "It is freaking day of the week," and I've been thinking about it because I'm like, is this just my new thing? It is freaking, and I'll just play whatever game. And then and sometimes if I do play the game or if I don't play the game, then it is what it is. But then if I, you know. Speeding up the week, yeah. Sometimes, have you guys speedrun tech? You know, sometimes you just gotta skip the days. If you skip the days, you know, the week just goes faster. Tech. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Little weird, huh? How are you ending today? I don't know. I got like 15 minutes. I've got like 15 minutes before I gotta go. I got time. I got a little time. I got a little bit of time. What are your plans for the rest of the day? I'm gonna go hang out with people, and then I'm gonna go get dinner, and then I'm gonna come home, and I'm gonna knock the fuck out, and then I'm gonna do stuff because I got stuff that I gotta work on in secret before I go to bed that you will never know about because I won't say what it might be. Ooh, whatever will it be? Return the slab. Return the slab. Ooh, curse be upon ye. Okay. We do secret stuff too, bro. Damn right. Would you do more Am I the Asshole podcast type things in the future? Podcast type things, yes. Would I do Am I the Asshole? I don't know, but I think podcast style stuff, honestly, not off the table. Could be more to come. More than likely that they would be pre-recorded, and I don't know if they'd be streams, honestly, but it can depend, honestly. I don't know just yet. More yapping, more yap. Sometimes I be on my yap shit. Oh no. Fucking TikTok 5 minute tutorial. Fucking yapping. Claude podcast. Yapping. Did you know? My slideshow is on. Consider the following. I'm thinking about the fucking yap dollar, man. Did you know there's a hole in the cup? If you put water in the whole cup with the hole, the water come out cup, water in hole in cup. But if you have a hole in the cup and you put the cup,なんかいつもより元気ですか、助かる。Why do they call it oven when you in cold food out eat hot food? Why whole water how cup? And why put water in hole in cup? Yeah. That's about right. How to get Claw Nui? Good question. What kind of fruit is this? What fruit? What kind of fruit is this? All right. I'll see you guys later.